All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Tech the Rack YouTube channel. Today is, let me get situated here. Today is Monday, July 8th, and this is the Monday morning Attack the Rack live show. We go live every Monday morning at 7 a.m., recapping the weekend in sports. I thank you all for joining me. I hope you guys all had a wonderful 4th of July. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I hope your summer is off to a great start. And when I say off to a great start, we are already approaching the halfway point of the summer. So hopefully you're having a great summer so far, and hopefully that continues for the duration of the summer. Guys, we had a pretty good week last week relaunching the channel. A lot of new subscribers, put out 9 videos, all did pretty well. So I have to thank you all for that. The content last week mostly circled around Caitln Clark and Bronny James. As we mentioned, this time of year is a little bit slow in the world of sports, but we are just 25 days away from the first NFL preseason game. So we will be starting to talk a lot of football stuff here in the next couple of weeks as the season approaches. Wimbledon right now, hey, that's heating up. Number 2 ranked Coco Gauff, American, lost yesterday in the 4th round of Wimbledon. The number 1 seed also lost in the 3rd round on Saturday. So kind of some crazy stuff going on with Wimbledon. Next week we've got the Major League Baseball All-Star game. I think that's Tuesday. Next Tuesday, Monday night will be the home run derby. The Olympics are coming up. There'll be a lot of storylines with the Olympics, of course. And then just a reminder, too, with the channel, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 7 p.m., we upload the show, the daily lineup, and that features myself along with Trent and Big Mo, where we're talking about, again, the latest in sports. And then Saturday mornings, 9 a.m., the Attack the Rack podcast is back. We had our first episode on this past Saturday morning, and that will continue Saturday mornings, every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. with myself and Big Mo. So let's start with Caitln Clark. Saturday, huge game for her team, the Indiana Fever, against the top team in the league, or one of the 2 top teams in the league, probably the New York Liberty. Liberty came in had the best record in the league at 17-3. And what a game. Caitln Clark, triple-double, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, leading her team to a huge comeback victory. The Fever actually got off to an incredible start in that game. I think they were up 10 points early on in that first quarter, and then the Liberty kind of took over. They ended up having around a 10-point lead with only 5 minutes to go in the game. And then the Fever, it was their turn for a comeback, led by Caitln Clark. They came back and won the game. So 2 huge wins here in the last 7-8 days for the Fever. Last weekend, they beat Diana Taurasi and the Phoenix Mercury. And then certainly on this past Saturday, huge win against the New York Liberty. So now the Fever have bumped up into the 7th spot in the WNBA playoffs. So they are looking like, hey, they might actually make the playoffs. So Caitln Clark's first triple-double, like I said, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists. First triple-double for a rookie in the history of the WNBA. Now, despite all of that, despite how well overall Caitln Clark is playing, her thing is really shooting. It's 3-point shooting, right? She lit it up in college. 38% three-point shooter in college, all those long, deep threes that we saw. So far this season, in her rookie season, she has not shot the ball well from three-point land. In fact, she is at a 33% clip right now. So 5% lower than her three-point percentage in college. I certainly think that will come around. She's obviously just a phenomenal shooter, and that will come back, I'm sure. But she just impacts the game in other ways, despite the fact that she's not shooting the three ball that well. I mean, her rebounding is great, which it was in college. Her assists totals are great, which they also were in college. I think she's leading that team. She's finding players in easy scoring opportunities. I also think one thing that will help, it seems to be that she's not necessarily playing the point as much anymore, except for certainly, I mean, she does it from time to time, and pretty much every time she gets a rebound, she just goes with it, which I think is great. But maybe not so much focusing on playing the point. Maybe that can allow her to maybe get some more shots, but it doesn't seem like they run a lot of sets for her to get threes. And, it doesn't seem like her teammates at this juncture are doing a very good job of getting her open. But that'll come. They got a young team, an inexperienced team. So I'm sure that will continue to improve. But the big story with Caitln Clark continues to be being left off the Olympic team. It's pretty unfortunate. I would say no matter what, she's got to be one of the top 12 players to be on that team. I believe that she is. A lot of people more so continue to talk about, from a business aspect, when you talk about the amount of, USA basketball, Caitln Clark jerseys that would have been sold, the TV ratings when the Olympic team plays, and then just the opportunity to grow the women's game. And I think those are all valid points. But despite all that, she's still got to be good enough to be on the team. And I think she clearly is. And so I'm not sure why they left her off the team. She is one of the first two alternates. So there's still a good chance she could make the team if somebody bails or somebody maybe isn't quite healthy enough or needs that break, because it does fall during the WNBA season. So they pause the WNBA season and they pause the season and then get back to it after the Olympics. So some of these players might say, you know what, I think I need to let my body heal. I need to let my body rest. And then that will allow maybe a spot to open up for Caitln Clark. So we'll see how that goes. And if you want to talk about, giving her a spot on that team based on just simply her popularity, the WNBA All-Star voting, I believe, has come to an end. She, the number one vote getter, the fans vote on the All-Star game. Also, they voted in the players for the All-Star game. She was the number one vote getter. Now, this is absolutely insane. Last year, the 2023 season, the number one vote getter was A'ja Wilson. All right, she's probably the best player in the WNBA right now. I think she won MVP the last 2 years. We got to see her recently against Caitln Clark, her Las Vegas Aces team. They destroyed the Indiana Fever earlier this week. Phenomenal player. Last year, number one vote getter, 96,000 votes. The top vote getter last year, 96,000 votes. This year, A'ja Wilson was the number 3 vote getter with get this, 607,000 votes. So last year, she got 96,000 votes and was the top vote getter. This year, at number 3, almost 6 times the amount of votes, more than 6 times the amount of votes this year, 607,000 votes. Now, as I mentioned, Caitln Clark, number 1 vote getter with nearly 700,000 votes. Actually, I think slightly over 700,000 votes. So last year's top vote getter, 96,000. This year, 700,000. 7 times the amount of votes for the top vote getter this year compared to last year. Obviously, that's the Caitln Clark effect. Caitln Clark is bringing eyes, popularity, viewership, support to this league. And that's the evidence right there. Last year, the top 5 vote getters combined for 392,000 votes. Top 5 vote getters combined, 392,000. This year, top 5, 2.7 million votes. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So obviously, Caitln Clark is having a huge effect on the popularity of the league. And again, that is a talking point for people wanting her to, thinking it was unfair that she was left off the Olympic team. And again, I think another valid point, but, she's still got to be, to be fair to everyone involved, she's still got to be the, in that top 12. And I think she clearly is. So let's move on now from a WNBA rookie, Caitln Clark, to NBA rookie Bronny James. As we know, he was drafted in the 2nd round last week by the Los Angeles Lakers, or the week prior, with the 55th overall pick. He signed last year, I believe, a 4-year contract, $7.9 million, so just under $2 million a year for the 55th overall pick. That's unheard of. And his contract's guaranteed. There's no, the NBA states, has a rule. First round picks have to be guaranteed contracts. Not the case in the 2nd round. That doesn't mean your agent can't negotiate that, which clearly Bronny's agent did. I forget his name. LeBron's friend, high school teammate, definitely did a good job negotiating that contract, being that it is a guaranteed $7.9 million over 4 years. Bronny had his first summer league game, guys, on Saturday. Not good. 4 points, 2 of 9 shooting overall, 0 for 3 from 3-point land. In this day and age, if you're going to play the guard spot, you got to be able to knock down threes. He went 0 for 3. He also missed his only 2 free throw attempts. He did play 22 minutes. And then yesterday, the Lakers played again, and he did not play. So I think they said swollen foot, swollen ankle, something like that. My guess is he would have been fine to play, but they probably just wanted to not play him back-to-back days. Maybe just kind of give him a little bit of taste and then pull him back. Obviously facing a lot of heat. He is. And again, unfortunately, it's, you can say, oh, that sucks. It's unfair how people are treating him, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, he is a great kid. He doesn't deserve the heat. I mean, that really all falls on LeBron. I think it's unfortunate that LeBron has put his son in this position where, unfortunately, it's unlikely that he'll be able to succeed at the NBA level. I think that everyone kind of knew that already, and LeBron had the Lakers pull the trigger on drafting him and has put him now in this situation that he's going to be in, unfortunately. But who knows? He probably still developing. Obviously, his dad's such a talented player. Some of those genes obviously go to Bronny. At some point, maybe things will click and he'll he'll turn into a solid player. But he's also just really, really kind of behind the eight ball, being only 6'1". Most players, and he does not handle the ball well enough to play the one. He's got to play the two. Obviously, he doesn't shoot the ball well enough to play the two. It's going to be hard for him to guard anyone defensively. Anyone he's going to guard is going to be 3-4 inches at least taller than him. So the odds are definitely stacked against him, but we will see see how that plays out. Now the question is, are the Lakers panicking after Bronny's poor performance on Saturday? I don't really see how they could be panicking, because they had to have known, right? They know that he's not good enough. They can't be surprised by how he played on Saturday. So a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, look, the Lakers are panicking. They're realizing they made a huge mistake. I don't buy that. They knew what they were getting. They knew this was how it was going to go. So I don't think they are in panic mode. And again, as a lot of people say, who cares? It's only the 55th pick. Most second round guys don't even make the team anyway, which is absolutely true. I still struggle with it just from an aspect of there's somebody out there who probably deserved that pick and deserved a shot at making the Lakers roster that is not getting that spot. If he does make the NBA roster too, again, taking a spot from somebody who deserves that spot. So hey, before we get out of here today, got a birthday shout out. Longtime Attack the Rack supporter, longtime basketball coach here in West Michigan, but most importantly, longtime friend Steve Edson. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Steve, you share a birthday with a handful of famous people, starting with longtime NFL Pittsburgh Steelers player Jim Lambert. He shares a birthday with you today, July 8th. Also, actor Kevin Bacon. That's a big time person to share a birthday with. Kevin Bacon, big time actor. Also, the late great country music star Toby Keith. You share a birthday with him. Musician Beck. You share a birthday with Beck. And then lastly, also Jaden Smith, son of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, actor, artist, musician. So, Steve, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing with the Attack the Rack YouTube channel. I hope you have a phenomenal day, and I hope you just have a great birthday. Guys, if you have a birthday shout out you want to give, I like this. If you have a birthday shout out that you would like me to give here on the program, why don't you comment that person? And it can be any day between now and next Monday. It doesn't have to be on next Monday. Any birthdays during the week, you let me know in the comments, and I will give a shout out to that person along with who they share their birthday with. Hey, maybe this is going to become a thing here on the program. That would be kind of fun. So put it in the comments. I will also, if I remember, I'll try to set up an email where instead of putting it in the comments, you can actually email me birthday shout outs for the Attack the Rack Monday live show. Hey guys, I hope that your Monday has gotten off to a great start. Mondays are not fun, but hopefully this has helped you kick off your Monday in a great way and has helped you kick off the week in a great way. Reminders, tomorrow night, Tuesday, Wednesday night, Thursday night, 7 p.m., the Attack the Rack daily lineup show with Trent and Big Mo and myself. And then Saturday morning, the Attack the Rack podcast, 9 a.m. Anything else? I think that is about it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember, this show does now upload to the channel and can be watched at your convenience. We will see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. with the Attack the Rack daily lineup. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.